The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NNPCL, has issued terminal establishment licenses for 2 crude export terminals, which would add more than 4 million barrels capacity to Nigeria's export storage. The companies are the Belema Sweet Export Terminal, an Indigenous company, and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL.
In less than 2 weeks of President Bola Tinubu's administration, the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority is issuing its first crude export terminal license since its creation. And the authority boss says the terminals are required to operate within the provisions of the conditions of the license as contained in the license document.
The NNPCL under Section 1741A is given power that says, except in accordance with an appropriate license issued by the authority, a person shall not undertake the following activities with respect to midstream petroleum liquids operations. Belema Sweet Export Terminal Limited to establish a 2 million barrels crude oil terminal at 20 nautical miles of Kula, which is in southern part of exclusive economic zone, Nigeria.
These 2 licenses are numbered serially, 001 and 002, meaning that these are the first set of licenses to establish a terminal granted by the authority.
Belema Sweet Export Terminal, one of the company receiving the license, says it is set to establish Nigeria's first hybrid crude export terminal with 18 million barrels storage capacity. This is the first of its kind in the world. According to Jack Tien, founder, president of Belema Oil Producing Limited, this will also create jobs for families in the Niger Delta and Nigeria at large.
This vision isn't just born out of rascality, but out of the need to ensure that Nigeria continues to earn its rightful place, not just as an indigenous operator, but from the entire business spectrum. This license awarded to Belema Sweet Export Terminal that is sited in Kula goes a long way to show that Nigerians are investing in Nigeria. And this also goes to show that you, the foreign investor, that is still seated on the fence, you got to come on board. Because Nigeria is fertile, and that's why you can find Nigerians doing a lot in investing in different sectors and different stratas of our economic interest.
It is indeed a very heartwarming and exciting moment for NNPC. We have applied this for a very long time, and today it has become a reality. The benefits that is going to accrue, within the next 2 to 3 months, we expect to have our first cargo from within this domain for the benefit of NNPC and the benefit of Nigerians.
With this development, Nigeria now ranks #1 in the world to establish a crude oil export terminal that is expected to be climate conscious, where traditional energy and renewable energy integration will be operated through virtual power plant model, in line with energy efficiency to protect the ecosystem.
We will not just power this terminal with the traditional energy that is considered so harmful to the environment, but we're also looking at integrating renewable energy so that we can operate a hybrid and the first hybrid export terminal. The full operation of this terminal is going to add over $11 billion to our national economic earnings, because the field has a capacity to receive over 400,000 barrels of crude every single day.
The joy is that one of us had been able to initiate a project like this that is going to totally change the face of our community, change the environment, lift people out of poverty. About 100,000 people are going to be lifted out of poverty. Do you know what that means to us?
Belema Sweet Terminal is a swamp-based crude export terminal With proximity to the Atlantic Ocean via the San Bartolome River for ease of offtake, the terminal is divided into two sections: crude processing and exporting. Mwesi Igono, AIT News, Abuja.